Shirin Neshat is a photographic artist. She is Iranian artist born in Kazvin in Iran, and then she traveled to United States to get her art education. She is recognized by her style of photographic the Middle Eastern women with a different way from the way we used to see them. She used a few materials, but all of them have a deep meanings. She used hieroglyphics word and letter on the woman body. Her coats reflects the peace and the freedom of Muslims women. Shirin used the Inca Negra and also black and white photos to picture women's body. She wrote her unique quotes on body parts, with adding to her picture the symmetrical view of women to express her ideas. Also bringing women with Mediterranean faces and have them to pose the sadness and the silence. Shirin Neshat's driving force for doing such art is her country revolution. In 1979 in Iran, there is a revolution happened. After this revolution, everything was changed. Shirin Neshat returned to her home after 15 years to see that difference in her mother country and how the women were living hard life with no freedom they have madness in their faces. After that, she changed her work style and started to reflect the women's feelings for the new restrictions rule. She used the silence style of photographic. One of the famous and recognized work of Shirin Neshat's is the unveiling. She pictured women wearing white hijab and wrote it on the hijab a unique code. As she mentions, it says in this code, "Given a hand so that I can hold a hand." You can see in the picture, woman holding hand as a prayer. She asking something from Allah to give her to get it. And also for next picture, you will see the same lady holding a baby. Both of them, a madness in their faces, and they seem scared. This reflects the issue of the most women and the kids were living at that time. She says about this work, it was very emotional to go back to home and photograph people like that. So she started to compensate with the women that are not really from Iran, but they have Iranian features. She started to be scared after this product because it was the first time that a lady has a voice to reflect the real life in Iran. Also, My House is on Fire series is one of her famous artwork. She has a multiple photo in this series. In this artwork, she reflects the body parts like hands, chest, and feet. It reflects the period when she lived in Egypt. She took a close-up photo for people, as she said, the power of human expressions. She focused on the gaze with the black and white backgrounds. Those people were real and they were poor and do not have a medical care. She pictured the sadness that can express the government rule that restricted them from living normal lives. You can see some of the fine lines on their faces to show how they were struggling during this revolution in Egypt. This photo series are all of them related to Egyptian revolution and to all people who died. Also, Woman Without a Man is one of her famous films she created. In this film, there are 4 different ladies that represented different levels of the women who were struggling in the Iranian society. She reflects the idea of Iranian brother also who wants his sister to marry in a young ages. Even though the story of her film is not real, but still Neshat took the general idea from her country. And because she couldn't go back to her country Iran and film the film, she filmed this movie in Moroccan forest, which gives her a perfect environment and a view that can be added nicely to her film. Besides, she used the black and white and a few colors that can add it also nicely to her film. The idea behind Shirin Neshat has a deep meanings, and it's changed the West view toward the East life. Usually what we see, the idea of what is happening politically in East, all the picture full with the blood, death, and violence. But the idea behind Shirin Neshat is different. She hunted the beauty of Muslim women and writing an amazing word that reflects their emotions of refusing the undesired culture that they lived in, specifically in Iran country. She assured that her art style different from others, and it changed because her moving to United States. She used the freedom of expression that she learned from United States and applied it toward her work. Most of the Neshat works captured good reviews about her videos and about her photographed because her style was very unique. Hall and Cooter from New York Times Magazine reviewed some of Neshat's artworks. From his article called Art in Review, he criticized Tuba's the video artwork of Shirin Neshat. He mentioned in his article, as all Neshat works, Tuba is intensively stylized. Stephen Holden, also from New York Times Magazine, wrote about Shirin Neshat's artwork, that's called Woman Without a Man. He criticized the video in details, talking about the characters and about the colors used in this movie. The connection of Neshat works can be related to political issues, and anyone can study political science for others countries, especially for Middle East, can easily distinguish Neshat works and enjoy the details she used in her work. What interests me is that the details Neshat used and the idea behind it. I felt it's like a flower appeared in the middle of desert. Shirin's style of using holographic words and related to the art body made me think how she is creative and wants to show the words the beauty of Islam women.